I did stand-up comedy and to pay for tuition, which is why it took me 7 years to graduate. But the theme about humor really jumped out at me because I have always been in tune with that. Humor, I think, during transitions is really important because when we're in a transition, we kind of isolate ourselves and we try to be perfect, and we have this thought of perfectionism that keeps other people away because we want to be, that person on the beach that, people don't want to not look like. And even though we're out of control, we want people to think we're in control, and that uses up a lot of energy. We don't want to accept what's going on, but even worse, we don't want to accept ourselves or tell the truth about ourselves. And for a long time in doing comedy, I didn't want to tell the truth about myself either. In the beginning, I was all over the place. I don't mean traveling around getting paid for doing comedy. I mean, I was doing rap jokes and dumb blonde jokes and urban jokes and all that kind of stuff. And the funny thing was that nobody was laughing. Kind of like here. And I couldn't understand because I thought this was really brilliant, cognitive kind of humor because it was really brilliant and that it was irony and it was just brilliant. And I told that to a friend of mine who's a headline comedian, and he said, well, they're not laughing because you're not credible. They can't believe you're a dumb blonde. They can't believe that you even know anything about rap music. They can't believe any of this, so they can't make that connection, and so they're not laughing. He said, just talk about yourself. Talk about an average day. Just talk about what you do. And I said, I can't do that because there's nothing funny about my life. When we're going through a transition, we don't have a sense of humor, and everything's grave. There's nothing funny about my life. I don't even have a real job. I'm just a substitute teacher until the real teacher dies. And the more I just talked about my average day, the more he was laughing, and I couldn't understand what was so funny about it. And he said, well, that's what's funny. You have to talk about that. Once I was able to do that, then I was okay with, I don't have a real job, and maybe I'll never have a real 9-to-5 job, and that's okay too. And now I was able to take the next step towards getting out of that transition. Once I was able to laugh about it and accept it, then I wasn't bogged down with it. It wasn't taking my energy away. Then I could get on with whatever I needed to do to get through this transition. So I think that's what I'm trying to say in this slide. I'm not sure. Openness to changing.